Hey guys, so I want to show you bangs again. Listen, bangs are super popular this year. Chris Appleton, Kim Kardashian, Jennifer Lopez's hairstylist, said bangs are going to be so in this year. So there's so many different kind, and I have another bangs video, but I just want to show you again. This is like, I think her name is Carpenter, her last name. She does a little bang and then it's all long and there's no softness to the sides, but this is really just a little bit of a round bang. So I'm going to teach you a couple different styles. And how do you know which scissors to use? Okay, so here's my thinning shears, here's my thicker thinning shears, and then I have my razor, my new blades, and then I have, this is a, you should clean off your scissors every time. This is Hanzo. This is a super expensive scissor. It's a special kind of metal. And then these are my Vidal Sassoon scissors that are the smallest. Look at the difference. This is like a 7-inch, this is like a 4-inch. But I love them because I could notch cut like little tiny pieces when I notch cut. So I am going to use my good ones, and we are going to start with, you're going to look at how much bang do they want, right? So you kind of look and say, look at where it would naturally fall on them, right? Can I pull all of this up there? I could, and then it'll be like a nice swoop going back, but I don't want to do that. I just really want to do like somewhat of a nice bang. So you want to almost think like a nice triangle. Okay, just get it right down here and look where it's gonna fall. And also look here, this is a good little tip. Go from her eyebrow, and that's where, you know, like see her little arch of the eyebrow right there, and then the same thing on this side right there. So that comb should be right there. That's where her little triangle piece will be. Now listen, look at it, comb it down. Is it gonna be too much? Maybe we need to get a little bit less out of here, so then you just do it a little bit less. Listen, you can always do more. So start with a little less first and then see what it looks like. Say, okay, now that could fall pretty good without being like a huge bang, but it's gonna be big enough that it's really gonna be a bang. So if I part her in the middle, I'm gonna take that piece. Now listen, you could take this whole thing. I'm just gonna do it for you just to show you. If you do it this way, right, we're gonna do a little longer. Now you want to see how that hair goes. See, it's going to be a little bit more of a ledge. This one will go over here. So that is not really like on an angle going up. So I want you to think, do they want it more going up? So then you'd have to do it even more. Like get on that angle and come up right there. Cut that angle off. Okay, so then when you pull it back, it will definitely have a swooping effect, right? Like a curtain bang. And that's what we're trying to achieve here, a nice curtain bang. And then you have to do the other side. So you're looking to think, okay, where is the guide? There it is right there. Okay, here's this side. Now we got to go that side. So you're going to take this piece, get that little thing out of there, grab that one piece in the front, come to the other side. Remember, I'm going more straight up, like I need a stronger swoop here. And see when you let it go? Hold on, let me just do this piece right here. This is kind of like should be right in the middle. And look at that, how it's gonna land. Okay, so that's just one way. Now let's just say that they want less and they just want a little bang. So then take half of this out. You know, like you could start it too small. I probably should have did that first, but I'm gonna go shorter. So that's why I wanted to show you the curtain bang first. But here, you're gonna always kind of do this middle part right here. Let's say she wants a bang bang. You wanna do it right here. Or if she wanted a side bang, right? You're gonna like take this, you take this piece and you would cut this on the side. I could do this now because then I'm gonna go to a bang bang just to show you. You know, I'm doing it to the side. Listen, I love doing bangs. People just come to me just for their bangs as well. They're like, you really know how to do bangs. You want it to swoop over, so when you push this and you blow dry it, it's gonna be swooping over. You understand? You're doing it from short to long. You're cascading that down. And then you would do this piece, if it was a side bang. See, you're gonna lift all that up. You're gonna come straight up, an imaginary line. Okay, and then that can go back. And it'll be a really cute little piece right there. And then this will swoop over to this side. Okay, that's if they wanted a side curtain bang. You did the curtain bang, now that's a side curtain bang. Now I'm gonna just show you just a front bang. But remember, I took the triangle out. I just have a little tiny piece that's right here. And if they wanted less, you could take another piece out, and just do less. So let's do this a full bang. I love to take this right in between the middle. Now listen, if I pull down on this, it's gonna pop up. Okay, so don't pull real hard down on a bang. You're just gonna very loosely hold that bang, look at where you want it, and I'm barely holding it. That's your first piece. Okay, look, perfect. Look at how nice that one little piece is, right? And it looks like I have to do a tiny bit more over here because you're gonna let the hair fall down. If she has a little calic or whatever, you're gonna learn to cut the hair to where it looks even. Even if you have to cut it uneven to make it look even, now I'm gonna come down a little tiny bit, but really I'm gonna go across. But I'm not doing it straight across, so this way, and I actually don't want this piece in there. Like, I want it to be the bang, like to be like right here. So always remember, if you take too much, you can't put it back on. And this was like, she was a bob haircut. Now I'm gonna take just this little piece. And I'm kind of going the shape of the eyebrow. I'm just kind of slanting it over a tiny bit. And then it makes it look straight. Cute bang. Now look, I have to do a little bit more over here. You're always looking at them. All right, what more do I need to do? Look at it. Is it even? Yep, that looks really good. Beautiful. So I do this and then a slight little tiny angle on the side. And then even look at this one. This is the one that we just did before. Remember with the side bang? But that'll probably look really nice with that pretty bob. Okay, so if you blow dry that, use your imagination. Yeah, see that bob haircut? Yeah, good. All right, so now I want to show you how to angle this bob, right? Just watch that light. So look at here. We're gonna take the first piece and we're gonna connect that bang, come around. We're softening this. I'm gonna nice and gentle etch it out. Etch it out. See how pretty and soft that made that? So look at, this is a soft line with a bob, okay? You still got your nice stack here, but it's softened that whole piece where, see how it's like just one length here? So if you wanted to soften this also, and listen, everybody likes what they like, so you gotta know how to do all different kinds of things. I'm gonna come behind here, and I'm gonna just come down and etch that out. And I'm still leaving this line, and I'm going up on a line this way. See, and you wanna look, make sure it's even. This side needs a little bit more, because you're gonna let it fall where it needs to fall. And there's little pieces over here. So I want you to see how that falls? This is a little bit, I could probably just do a tiny bit more right there. And so that softens the face. You do an angle around the face. Even though she has this nice stacked bob. Okay. Let me just do a little bit more. Okay, good. All right. So that's just a nice, different kind of bangs and a nice angled front.